Welcome to Dynamite Delight, a show that is vastly superior to the next episode of Raw after WrestleMania. Let's make it clear. WrestleMania was, and I only give it a B minus only because of Edge, because of Randy Orton. Undertaker and AJ were good, but the camera work was terrible. Terrible. I say it again, terrible. When it came to the John Cena and Bray Wyatt, it was okay. But the camera work was still not good. It was weird. They had to try and make it different, but in the end, at least it was something. But when this Raw hit, it was garbage. Beyond garbage. I don't know why they even did it. It was so bad. But when you look at this Dynamite, it was really good. I had no problem with this Dynamite. I don't agree with absolutely everything, but it doesn't mean this Dynamite wasn't superior in every way to this Raw that just passed. Now, we opened with Jake Roberts, which I believe was the wisest thing to do. They're trying to build up Archer. Lance Archer is supposed to be the new biggest thing. And you got Jake Roberts making sure that he puts him over and still keeps saying the same thing. Hey, Cody, why are you avoiding us? We're waiting for you. I want this. You are scared. Things like that. First match, Archer versus Jobber. I'm not even going to remember the guy's name. He got destroyed. Quick, simple, to the point. The match that I felt went way too long and still doesn't really have that much interest, it's going to be Britt Baker versus Sheeta. Now, here's the thing. I don't hate Sheeta. I don't. But I still don't know who she is. The one video package we have just talks about how great of a wrestler Sheeta is, but it does not say who she is. And that was the problem. Here, when she went into the ring, it wasn't a bad match. At least until she made Britt Baker bleed from her nose. That wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. But it does help the show in the sense that anything could happen in a match. So Sheeta does win this, I'm not surprised. But then you think, what are you doing with Britt Baker? Because before they were doing something with her. They did a few video packages with her. They did talks with Tony Schiavone, who was working with the champion, Y2J. I know he's not champion anymore, but I'm going to still call him the champion. Because that's who he is. But I don't know what's going on with Britt Baker. She feels like she's stalled. And what happened to... We still haven't seen Nyla Rose. Now, either she's sick or she can't travel. So she's stuck somewhere. But I wish they had done some type of Skype call with her saying, girls, you ain't nothing to me. You ain't nothing but bitches to me. I would have liked to see that. But we didn't get anything. Unless she's sick. Hopefully she's not. We need wrestlers not to be sick too much in AEW. But we don't know. But I would have liked to see something more than just Britt Baker bleeding from the nose and nothing from Sheeta. You guys tell me below how you feel. We have Best Friends versus Kenny and Nakazawa. I believe that's his name. I might be wrong. Now we had a short video showing that Nakazawa wants to be called Best Friends with Kenny Omega. And then the Best Friends with Orange Cassidy, who comes out of the back of their own room, calls them Best Friends, and they're getting angry because they want to take their name. And now they said that if they're in this match and they win, they can take the Best Friends name. But why didn't Tony Schiavone hype that up? Why didn't Chris Jericho hype that up? That didn't make any sense. I don't know. The match was okay. You got... I don't know why Shawn Spears was interested in Nakazawa. Especially with the baby oil. I don't think I got a shot of him putting baby oil on himself, but why? In the end, I didn't expect Best Friends to really win quickly. I didn't. I knew this had to be drawn out because we are dealing with the Omega Champion from AAA and the Tag Champion. What happened to Hangman Page? He's not there. Maybe he's sick or he couldn't travel. Don't know. But I didn't expect Kenny and Nakazawa to win. And they did. But I kind of wish they had not done that camera work before, that video before, where if Best Friends lost, they lose their name. So it's like, why did they do it? Brody Lee. The video package he had was beautiful. Telling off, I think, number 8 and 9. Telling them off. They're supposed to have a certain look. Now, the guy that was right next to them who had the tie and the suit without the blazer, that he is what they should be striving to be. But there wasn't a problem with this. Now, I gotta say this. I have heard people say that this is supposed to be a Vince McMahon thing. This is the attitude of Vince. Now, I'm not going to deny that it does give a lot of Vince-esque type of attitude. But I think he's more of a better step up from Bray Wyatt. He's a cultist. This is who Brody Lee is. Now, does he have a few aspects of a Vince McMahon? Yes, he does. But I think as a cultist, he's better than Bray Wyatt was back in 2014. Not because Bray wasn't pushed. He was until he was buried. But I feel like he's a better version because he's got more creative power here. We don't know how far they're going to go with him, but let's see when they do go with him, how good is it going to be? Now, he also has a match, and he destroys the jobber within a few minutes. I kind of wish it was a few seconds. But I understand why they dragged it out a little bit, and why Marco's stunt was being messed with because he could be the next potential for a Dark Order member. Not saying they will be doing it, but you never know. Now, the video package of Moxley and Hager was done more than a few times. I think they had 3 video packages to spotlight this match that's coming next week. Now, was it good by Hager? Because a lot of people thought Hager seemed really blank the last time he did it. He looked a little better because he had his wife by his side. She did help out the video packages quite immensely, talking for him. Also his trainer, which maybe his trainer or his friend, doesn't really matter. The videos of him in Bellator was actually quite good. Seeing that he was talking about it was good, but let's be honest here. Jake Hager is not really an emotional type of person on camera. He just isn't. He's not great on camera. He's good in the ring. He's good in Bellator, but talking isn't one of his greatest suits. Not because he has a lisp, but due to the fact he just doesn't... He's not an actor. He's not. This is a guy who just doesn't have acting skills. He just doesn't have that. So he's going to be blank like a Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is not an actor. He can't act to save his freaking life. So that's what you got with a Hager. He's a wrestler. That's what he is. He's not built to be an actor and a wrestler. He's not like The Rock. He's not like Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's not like John Cena. He's not like Hulk Hogan. He just doesn't have that personality. Just doesn't. So this is what we got. But did Moxley do a great job? Yes, he did. Did Hager's wife help to relay certain things? Yes, she did. It did help seeing other aspects of Hager's life than just him talking. Admittedly, they could have reduced the amount of time he had on camera, which I think they should have. There was just a little bit too much. Using his wife was the wisest thing. Using the trainer was the wisest thing. Using Bellator footage was the wisest thing. And having Moxley talk was the wisest thing. Now, what else do we have here? Let me put it to you like this when it comes to the Shawn Spears and Cody video leading up to their match. Was it good? Wasn't bad. I will say it wasn't bad, but knowing full well that Cody's in the match makes me feel like he wasn't going to job. Now, I will get to the match itself in a minute, but I really do believe that seeing this didn't really help the match. Really. They are telegraphing Cody's going to make it near the end. So, I just don't see it in this respect. Look, if they had not done Jake the Snake Roberts' video package in the very opening of the show, it would look better. It would feel better. But because Jake was shown talking to Cody, it was obvious Cody was going to continue. But that's just me. You guys tell me below. Now, Matt Hardy had his video package talking about how he's going to destroy the Dark Order because he will not allow them to conquer the AEW. He did very well. Talking about Vanguard 1 being bribed and he refused, and then he wants Vanguard 1 to show that shirt that he got from Chris Jericho, but he got it burnt in a dumpster fire, which legitimately is in my face. He did burn it. Was fine. The question's going to be, I am curious to see how far Matt is going to be allowed to create. Because he had been stagnant for nearly, how many years has he been in the WWE? 3 years? 2 or 3 years? I don't even remember how long since he came back. Was it 2016? 2017? Or 2000, I don't think it's 2018, but I think 16 or 17 is when he came back. I can't even be sure. But once he was back in WWE, he became stagnant. I want to see those creative juices flow with him. I'm wondering how far he's going to be creative that is going to help AEW. Finally, first quarterfinal match of the TNT tournament. Now, they did do a video package on that, which was quite good. I did enjoy the video package, which was connected to Cody and Shawn Spears. That's where the problem laid for me. They should have just left Shawn Spears and Cody separate from the TNT title, because it really kind of messed it up for me personally. Anybody else might have liked it, but for me personally, I didn't. But it was good to see that they are addressing TNT wants to be represented. They now have their own title. This is what they needed. If it wasn't going to be the Omega title like I had suggested, this was the best second thing to do, which I'm glad they're doing it. Was the match good? Yes. Merely it felt a little long. And the one thing that redeemed this entire show, was having the heels on one side and the faces on the other, and we got to see fans in the arena. Now, I said, I think last week, that there's a good possibility they filmed 2 different scenarios of how the fans would be represented. In other words, the wrestlers. Either they're going to be in the back, in a room, by themselves, or they're going to have some that's going to be outside, lined up, and cheer. Now, it's a possibility they still have filmed both, and we will eventually see some in the back on camera. Picture in picture like we done that, like they did before. But it's so good to see people there. This is what WrestleMania needed. And when you see WrestleMania, guys, look, WrestleMania should be a D. The only reason it wasn't a D was because of Edge and Randy Orton for me personally. It was a good match, even though many people believed it was too long. They needed fans in WrestleMania, so they should have had people in those seats watching that were from the Performance Center. Here, they had people who were performing or who weren't going to perform. They had interaction. There was one guy that was holding Shawn Spears while the Cody whacked him in the chest. That is what they needed in WWE, and they refused to do it. And it wasn't because of the order, because I'm sure they were able to do it earlier before the order was put into action. So in the end, Cody won, which I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised. It would have been nice to see Jake Or better yet, Lance Archer come out, stare down Cody. But I understand why they're building that up. In the end, was this a good show? This was superior. And I think I might use the name for that. This was superior in every way to the WWE. And I'm not saying it was perfect. Look what happened with Sheeta. Sheeta broke Britt Baker, possibly broke her nose or made her bleed. And the thing that gets me is that we still don't know who Sheeta is. I'm about to say her first name and I can't pronounce it. But in the end, we still don't know who she is. And instead of really giving us a video package with either a translator or just let her speak with subtitles, something, we still don't know who she is. This is where I think they're not perfect, but it's still superior. But this is just me. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.